Welcome to another exciting episode of your show, Your Conestoga Today. I'm your host, Mama Sawonker. Now, you know that this show's got the vibe that keeps you plugged in and inspired. We're diving into the good stuff that keeps you curious, smiling, and maybe even laughing out loud. So while you are here, don't forget to follow us, tag us, double tap and like us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and everywhere you find us at ccdtv.ca. Because the convo doesn't stop when the camera does. We are live, we are lit, and this moment right here is made just for you. Let's dive right into today's episode. Science, creativity, and a little bit of childhood nostalgia came together at Conestoga College's crystal growing event, where students got hands-on with a fun and unique experiment, making their own crystals from scratch. The event took place at the Kitchener downtown campus on March 17th and 18th, and it wasn't just about mixing ingredients, it was about trying something new, learning a little science along the way, and taking home a crystal creation of one's own. Now, according to Callie Webb, the event organizer and student engagement and experience programmer, this activity checked all the boxes. Something unique, something engaging, and something that students could easily recreate at home. Making these crystals surprisingly simple. All you need to do is a borax, a type of laundry detergent booster, hot water, not boiling water by the way, but warm enough to dissolve the borax, and then a pipe cleaner to shape your crystal base, a popsicle stick or chopstick to suspend your pipe cleaner in the solution, and a string to tie your creation in place. Just mix the borax into the hot water until it dissolves, shape your pipe cleaner however you like, then suspend it in the solution using a string and popsicle stick. Leave it for about 24 hours and you'll have a beautiful shimmering crystals. The best part is that every crystal is unique, and the longer you leave it, the bigger it grows. So events like this bring students together, spark curiosity, and remind us that learning doesn't always happen in a classroom. It can be hands-on, creative, and a whole lot of fun. Not sure where you could use a champ for, but perhaps it's a custom bookmark or champ for your window or your car. The possibilities are endless. So whether the students attended for the science, the creativity, or just to try out something new, at the end, all of them had fun. And if you missed it, why not give it a try at home. But just be aware that the crystals are not edible, so be mindful for children. Innovation, collaboration, and career readiness took center stage as Conestoga College's electrical engineering students showcased their talent and technical expertise at a dynamic engineering showcase. The event featured 9 teams, 36 students in total, each presenting a project that bridged the gap between classroom learning and real-world application. From automation systems to sustainable energy solutions, the showcase was a compelling demonstration of how engineering theory is being transformed into practical innovation. The showcase offered students the opportunity to solve real-world problems inspired by co-op placements and field work experiences. Projects focus on automation, precision control, and alternative energy production, reflecting both creativity and a solid foundation in engineering principles. One of the highlights of the event was the interaction with industry professionals. Expert judges evaluated the projects, offered feedback, and engaged in meaningful conversations about future career pathways. The event also included speed interview sessions, giving students direct access to potential employers and increasing their chances of landing job opportunities post-graduation.
A lot of the projects are showing what they've learned over the last few years, and they've been applying it to problems that they see out in the field, you know, whether it's from their co-op or whether they've talked to friends and they find these problems that they're trying to solve. We have a lot of judges here today that are from industry, and they're looking at the students, they're looking at their projects, they're talking to them. So I mean, there's certainly possibilities for employment once they finish their semester here. We do have an interview, speed interview sessions, so they have opportunities for people that are looking to hire. So they've got a lot of opportunities. I think the experience goes a long way in their learning, so I think this is a perfect opportunity for their careers.
Beyond the technical skill sets on display, the showcase served as a professional development experience. Students practiced presenting their ideas, articulating complex systems, and demonstrating the value of their innovations, skills that are essential in today's workforce. Hands-on experiences like this showcase are instrumental in preparing students for life after graduation. They not only validate what's been learned in the classroom, but also cultivate the confidence and communication skills needed to thrive in the engineering industry. With innovation, real-world problem-solving, and industry connections at its core, the Engineering Showcase stood out as a vital platform for students to launch their professional journeys and to prove that the future of engineering is already being shaped at Conestoga College. It's one thing to learn from textbooks, but nothing compares to experiencing a real-life emergency. The parking lot of the recreational center was transformed into a high-intensity crash scene as students participated in a car crash simulation designed to put their skills to the test. The purpose of the simulation was to enhance practical skills, foster collaboration between departments, and give students a realistic sense of the chaos of a real-life emergency. This immersive exercise wasn't just about responding to injuries. It was about working together under pressure and adapting to unpredictable scenarios. The setup was as realistic as possible. A real car crash scene was staged in the parking lot, complete with smoke machines to enhance the sense of urgency and distress. To make the experience ever more authentic, hired actors portrayed victims, each with a different mental reaction to the accident, forcing students to think quickly and adapt their responses. The simulation required coordinated efforts from multiple disciplines, including security, police trainees, paramedics, nursing students, and medical professionals. Each group had a unique role, but the focus remained on effective communication and teamwork. Whether it was managing the chaotic scene, assessing victims, or delivering critical medical care, students had to navigate complex, real-time challenges. One of the most dramatic moments of the simulation involved a pregnant woman in labor. As the medical team prepared for delivery, they faced an unexpected challenge. The newborn was not crying and had difficulty breathing. This required rapid intervention, including neonatal resuscitation procedures, highlighting the importance of remaining calm under pressure. At the same time, another team of nursing students and doctors focused on treating a seriously injured man, managing trauma care while coordinating with paramedics to transport him to a simulated hospital environment. This dual crisis required seamless communication and collaboration, emphasizing the reality of multifaceted emergency scenarios. The simulation wasn't just about technical skills, it tested students' ability to think on their feet and collaborate effectively. By working together to manage security, medical emergencies, and critical care, students gained a deeper understanding of how interdisciplinary teamwork saves lives in real-world situations. Students walked away with invaluable experience applying classroom knowledge in a dynamic, high-pressure environment. Whether managing a traumatic injury or responding to a complex birth situation, the exercise pushed students to think critically and act with precision. For Conestoga School of Health and Life Science, simulations like these are essential in preparing students for the unpredictability of the real world. By experiencing high-pressure situations and applying their training in real time, students are better equipped to handle emergencies with confidence. It's all part of Conestoga's commitment to hands-on learning, providing future healthcare professionals with the skills they need to respond effectively when it truly counts. Students in broadcasting, television, and independent production program had the chance to step behind the scenes of professional production during a special hands-on workshop hosted by Chorus Entertainment. The session focused on interview lighting setups, but the lesson went far beyond technique. Drawing from their work on crime documentary scenes, chorus professionals shared what it's really like to work in high-stakes, fast-paced production environments where every shot, setup, and every lighting choice helps drive the story. From prepping gear to understanding timelines and capturing emotional interviews that shape an entire episode, students were given a rare look at the real workflow behind factual, serious production.
I've taught in the past, and I think that doing classes like this is extremely beneficial for people that are trying to learn how to get into the business. There's only so much you can really learn in a classroom. You really have to get out there and get your hands dirty with this stuff. So me being able to maybe show you a couple things that will help you along that journey is, yeah, it's rewarding. So a couple students in the front that were just asking a lot of really great questions about the placements of lights and why to use specific ones in certain situations, angles of the cameras. So the more knowledgeable you are on many different ends of it. So don't just be a camera operator, don't just be an editor, don't just be a producer, be all three, right? Learn the jobs, know the ins and outs, because when it comes down to pipeline time, if you know the person's job in front of you and behind you, everything's way smoother, and it'll also make you way more marketable and way easier for you to find a job at some point as well, right? Don't get taken advantage of course, right? Know your worth, get paid, but the more you know, the better off you are.
Students were reminded of the value of being multi-skilled, the importance of understanding the entire production pipeline, and how crucial it is to advocate for themselves in a competitive industry. From knowing your worth to staying curious and collaborative, these lessons are key to succeeding behind the camera. Thanks to Chorus Entertainment, students left not only with new skills, but with real-world perspective and renewed motivation to build a career in media production. Now that's our show for you for today. Thank you for sticking around with us. I'm your host, Mama Zawonker. Until next time, as I always say, stay curious, stay innovative, and be the best version of yourself. Have a great day.